Championships on Tennis Channel is brought to you in part by Prince, Rule the Court, and by Mass Mutual. We'll help you get there. Doha, Qatar, as Venus Williams now warms up for this semifinal match. Venus has been playing so well. She comes into this semi with a 3-0 record. A little closer look at Venus.
Ranked 8th in the world, which is a little deceiving. I think she's definitely better than that, not playing as much as she would like.
There you see her big win this year at Wimbledon. She always performs so well. The grass courts there, and I think another big win was the win in Zurich just a few weeks ago. She typically doesn't play that well in the fall, doesn't play that often, and I think to get that tournament title so close to where this tournament is will really help her as well.
Why do you think she plays so well at Wimbledon, Lindsay?
Well, I just think those grass courts help her big game so much. She's got such a big serve and such powerful ground strokes. It's very tough to defend that kind of power. The grass speeds up play so much. Ball stays so low, and a lot of girls don't have a way to fight off her big shots.
Her opponent in this semi, Jelena Jankovic, splits her time now between Belgrade and Bradenton. And she likes the spotlight. We watched her during that other semi, Karina. She's out watching that match. We were a little surprised to see her on center court.
I was surprised, thought she would be in the locker room getting ready, especially considering it was halfway through the third set when we saw her watching. And she's had an unbelievable year. 4 titles, her first Grand Slam final, which was huge for her because she actually took over the #1 ranking before she had even made it to the final of a Grand Slam. So I think that was the next step for Jelena Jankovic to make the finals of a Grand Slam. And it'll be interesting to see how she does here this year, if perhaps a win here at the championships could propel her, as we've seen it has other players.
Well, Tracy Austin all over the place, and she is now with the players before this match got underway.
And all the matches here are difficult, but yet yesterday you had the day off. Were you happy to have that so that you could recharge?
Yeah, I played 3 days in a row, but now I'm ready for today.
Now you've had a long history of tough matches with Jelena. What do you need to do to get the victory?
Just play a little better than her today and have a little luck.
Okay, you don't need luck. Good luck and have fun. Go for it. And next up, let's bring in Jelena Jankovic.
Hello.
How are you?
Good.
We want to see your pretty face. We want you to face the camera. Okay. You're one of the few players that actually have a winning record against Venus. How are you able to do that?
I don't know. I'll try my best today. You know, she's a tough opponent. She's a great athlete, so I have to play my best tennis if I want to win.
Now, you told us before the tournament that you trained a little less before the championships because it's been a long year. You played a lot of matches. How are you feeling physically?
You know, it's at the end of the season, the last few matches, and I have nothing to lose. I'm finishing #1, so but that's the way it has to be.
Let's hope it's a great match tonight. Thanks, Jelena.
All right, Tracy. Tracy's smell sense is picking up over in Doha. We are underway now. Jankovic serving first game, first set. Best of 3 for a berth in the championship round for tomorrow. Waiting there is Zvonareva. Venus all over that return.
Jankovic is going to have to do her best to control those balls and find a way to get them back in play.
Once again, well inside that baseline. Lindsay, you've played Venus so many times. How imposing is it when you see Venus move in on that second serve?
It's extremely frustrating sight when you're going up to serve, and especially for Jelena Jankovic, who doesn't have a strong second serve. She knows that Venus is going to be looking inside that baseline, be aggressive and take control, and she's going to have to make a lot of first serves tonight to avoid that situation. Tonight, the more that favors Jankovic. She's a more consistent player.
Yankovic didn't like the toss. We mentioned some wind starting to creep into the center court. Ooh.
Oh, too bad. And that's the right play, and that's what she's going to look to do. Plays her best tennis, and Venus plays her best tennis when she's looking to move forward. She positions herself inside that baseline.
And Yankovic holds serve in the opening game.
It really shows that Venus is trying really hard. She's physically fit.
Help her out here today.
Definitely.
Yeah.
I think she had the perfect schedule.
That's good.
And I say the perfect schedule because she went undefeated in her first 3 matches, played the first 3 days of the tournament, and then had a day off coming into the semifinal. Not that fitness is necessarily an issue for Jelena Yankovic, but she had a long 3-set match yesterday. She had a little bit of a back injury a couple days ago. And I just think a little bit flat in this last week of the year after she's played so much tennis.
Game she has. You see a few weeks ago, Jelena Yankovic beating Venus Williams in 3 sets. Stuttgart, which is an indoor court, but similar surface to this, and it wasn't too fast.
You know, that court in Stuttgart, from what we saw calling the matches over here, incredibly slow. They changed the site in Stuttgart. When Lindsay and I played it years ago, it was on a much quicker court. They've slowed the surface down significantly, so that definitely favored Jelena.
It's good. Go wide. Well, this surface here in Doha is DecoTurf 2, which is the exact same surface used at the U.S. Open.
I think it is the same surface, but you can change the speed of the surface, and there's no question that the U.S. Open plays very fast for a DecoTurf court, and from what we've been told, the court here in Doha is playing a lot slower than it does in New York.
That's a good point, Lindsay. You can throw a little more sand in the top dressing. That slows the ball down. I think the Spaniards at the U.S. Open maybe get over there at midnight and throw some sand into that last top dressing, trying to slow it down a bit.
I think the USTA realizing a number